Welcome to Pqp Part 2, July 2020. Christy and I would just like to acknowledge that we are standing and located here on the traditional territory of Fort William First Nation and Pqp2, signatory to the 1850 Robinson Spirit Treaty.
Good morning and welcome. Actually, I think it's almost afternoon now, and thank you for taking some time out of your summer. It is summer here in full swing in Northwest Ontario. We've got an amazing heat wave. So thank you again for joining us. We're looking forward to learning with you this summer. Denise and I are in one of our first, what do they call them, bubbles?
Yeah.
This is part of our bubble, so we've been together for a long time teaching, and so when we were able to form a little bit of a social bubble, which is a whole new term as we come to know right now during COVID, it's taught us a whole new vocabulary. But anyway, we're here today, so we wanted to greet you and just go through a few housekeeping items as we get started. So some of the first ones, always check the announcements. We'll put up news there. If we're having Zooms, we'll announce them there. We'll also put them in the calendar, so please use your calendar tool because we have been doing some weekly Zoom meetings to try to get some face-to-face in over the last 2 terms. And then a couple other things. Module 1.8, very, very, very important. Module 1.8 is where you sign up for your practicum presentation. So you'll be presenting about your practicum, not your whole entire practicum. You'll be presenting about the work you've done or not done. You'll be presenting about your goals, what your proposal was, and the idea is to get feedback from your colleagues. So that's the practical proposal. So please take a look at Module 1.8, very, very important.
For your practical proposal as well, most people use PowerPoint or some version of, either with voiceover or just a straight read through. So it doesn't have to be long. Think of it as maybe a 10-minute presentation if you were to actually give a presentation, or maybe an elevator pitch on your practicum. So just keep that as your frame in mind as you're sharing it out. We also have the forms in the course outline portion for you. So if you need to change your practicum, the updated forms are there. You can download those forms and either send them back to your Part 1 instructor or send them on to Christy and I for review and approval.
Yeah, and we know that many of you may be stressing a little bit about delays due to COVID. When you don't have the children there or the staff there and you're not together, it may be difficult for some of you to execute your practicums. Please let us know right away, and we'll see if we can't help you work through those difficulties before the term is up.
I guess just the main thing to think in mind is there's 6 modules in 6 weeks.
Moving fast.
So it will be moving fairly quickly, so really try to make sure you log in a couple times a week just to keep on top of all the postings. For each sub-module, like section 2.1, you're expected to provide your own response. And then for every module, you're also expected to respond to that of 2 others.
Right.
So it's manageable. The other key thing to keep in mind is start keeping a log, whether you make it into an Excel spreadsheet or whether you just make a form on a Google or on a Word document is fine. But you must be able to document 125 class hours. That would include readings, responses, any research that you're doing related to answering questions or checking out ministry documents or whatnot. So at the end of it, you'll submit that to the assignments box.
And maybe a first topic to send you away with, just read and tweeted out that the Ontario government has announced they are de-streaming grade 9 for everyone in the province. Didn't see the whole article, so I'm not sure if it's starting this fall, but that will certainly have some interesting implications for both secondary and elementary educators as we go forward. So I'm kind of looking forward to getting into that discussion a little bit with you.
Yeah. So have a great week. We will be in touch, and keep an eye out for the news. We'll let you know when our first Zoom is, likely next week.
All right.
Thank you.
Have a great afternoon.